As a person who developed this project, and as a person that is now producing this project, I'm so happy to find myself in a room just like this one, because this is exactly what I imagined that we could unleash upon the world when I first read the original script for The Hills Run Red. So I'm proud and really excited, giddily excited, to be here in the smokehouse with these corpses that have clearly been cured like the very best beef jerky. I think the only thing that would make it better is if there were real human cadavers in here. Maybe the next movie. I don't know. The director of The Hills Run Red, Dave Parker, and I have been friends for 15 years. We began working together at a low-budget film company called Full Moon Entertainment in the sort of mid-90s. That was the company that made all the Puppet Master movies and the Trancers films and the Demonic Toys movies. And we worked in promotions together where we started doing behind-the-scenes documentaries on the making of Full Moon movies that were on their laserdiscs and videotapes. I actually directed a film called Free Enterprise that Dave was in, and he played himself.
We're gonna go to the director right now and see if he approves this look.
My name's Dave Parker, and I play the role of Parker in Free Enterprise. And Robert and Mark were gracious enough to write me a role in the film. And, you know, with two magnetic personalities like that, how can you say no? I mean, they just hound you and hound you and hound you, and it's like, God, you know, gosh. He didn't even give me a fucking line in the movie.
He and I have subsequently worked on behind-the-scenes DVD documentaries on such films as the X-Men movies, Chronicles of Narnia, Superman Returns. The genesis of The Hills Run Red was sort of a very interesting lesson in independent filmmaking. My company, Ludovico Technique, was originally brought this project by another company out of New York City called Fever Dreams. And they had made two other films before, but were sort of dissatisfied with how those films came out creatively. They came out to LA and they were looking for production companies to make their new film, The Hills Run Red, and they brought the script to me. And Dave was working for me at the time on the behind the scenes of Superman Returns, and we both read the script, and he really responded to it more than I did. We decided that he should direct and I would produce. We were going to do it then for about $350,000. It was going to be a low-budget, truly independent film. We both felt that John Dombrow's original script could be better, that it wasn't realized, the story wasn't realized to its full potential. And Fever Dreams said that we were able to do whatever we wanted to do to the script. So what we ended up doing was Dave Scow, a buddy of mine. He wrote the very first movie I ever worked on out of film school, which was Leatherface, Texas Chainsaw Massacre 3. So Dave came in and agreed to rewrite the script for us, and he rewrote the Hills Run Red script into what it is now. Fever Dreams, the company, wanted us to make a teaser trailer to sort of sell our abilities as filmmakers and sort of our vision of the film as well. I insisted that Dave storyboard every shot as if we were going to make a commercial. Since we only had one day in our location, and it was a very long day, it was two sets. We had the projection room, and then we had the Theater of the Dead itself. And we had such a limited time in there, we had to get it in one day. So I had Dave storyboard virtually every shot. And then we took those storyboards, imported them into the Avid, and cut a limited animated version of our teaser trailer. This is common practice in larger budget studio movies when it comes to, say, how visual effects are going to work. But on a teaser like this, not at our budget level. And based on that animatic, we were able to pull in Mark Villalobos from Monster Effects to come in and do cadavers and bodies. And the original teaser, the concept of the original teaser, which is what sold the movie, was the vision of the Theater of the Dead, where we had a girl, a nameless girl who'd presumably been captured by Babyface, barbed wired to a chair in a movie theater, and she was surrounded by all kinds of dead bodies, both rotting corpses and fresh kills. She had a popcorn box full of popcorn and maggots, and then Babyface turns on The Hills Run Red, shows her the movie, the original movie that Kincannon made of The Hills Run Red. She wakes up in this theater of the dead. Babyface runs into the theater and kills her. That was the concept behind the teaser. I was very pleased with the results. If we had not pre-planned it so we knew what every shot was, Monster Effects and Ron Levy, our cinematographer, would not have been able to achieve what they were able to achieve in one day. I think the teaser trailer shows when you're dealing with very low or micro budgets, the more you can pre-plan what you're doing, the better off you're going to be. Now, of course, that doesn't mean you can't improvise when you get to the set, which we also did. But it allows you to know what you're going to get and at least know that the end result that you're looking for is achievable in the day that you have to do it. We shot it in a theater on Hollywood Boulevard, a real movie theater. It worked out pretty well. It was a long day. I think we did 38 shots, and it all came together, and it looked great. Now is where it gets sort of interesting. Bryan Singer came down and visited the set when we were shooting the teaser. And he loved the title of the movie, The Hills Run Red. And once we'd finished the teaser, and once we had Dave Scouse rewrite, I was visiting Bryan on the set of a TV pilot that he was directing. And over lunch, he said to me, "You know, Rob, why are you going to waste your time making this movie for $350,000 when clearly it could be something more than that?" I said, "Well, Bryan, that's just terrific. I would love it to be something more than that too." So literally, Bryan, right in the middle of lunch, picks up his phone, calls Diane Nelson, who is now the new head of Warner Premiere. Diane Nelson had known me from working on Superman Returns for the studio. So Bryan calls Diane Nelson up and says, "Rob Burnett is going to bring you in something that I'd like you to take a look at." And I said, "Wow, Bryan, that's above and beyond our friendship." So armed with our teaser and armed with our screenplay, Dave Parker and I went into Warner Premiere. And we met with Diane Nelson and we met with Matt Bierman, another executive there. We showed them the teaser, we gave them the script, and a couple of weeks later, they came back to us and said, "We're interested in making this movie." And Dave and I were flabbergasted. And we're like, "Really?" And they said yes. They had just gone into a partnership with Dark Castle, the horror division of Silver Pictures, Joel Silver's production company. I'm like, Joel Silver? Die Hard Joel Silver? Lethal Weapon Joel Silver? The Matrix trilogy Joel Silver? Joel Silver, the associate producer of The Warriors? Like, we have the potential to get into business with Joel Silver? Of course, Dave and I didn't believe it. It was contingent upon them liking the teaser and them liking the script as well. So our little project is now in the door at a major motion picture studio and gets sent over to Silver Pictures, one of the largest movie producers in Hollywood today. Joel Silver, one of the most successful producers of the last 25 years. And we thought it would never happen. There's no way that The Hills Run Red is going to be our little lurid, nasty, rude, rock and roll, bloody, disgusting horror film. There's no way it's going to be a Dark Castle movie. I mean, Dark Castle had made Gothica with Halle Berry, Academy Award winner Halle Berry. And they had made The Reaping with Academy Award winner Hilary Swank. And our film has incest, it has horrible murders, it has lots of just really disgusting, lurid elements that we loved from 70s exploitation cinema. But then, Dave and I get the phone call, yes, Dark Castle is interested in making The Hills Run Red. And I thought for sure, well, great, they'll just buy our interests in the project out, and they'll say, "Thank you, boys, bye-bye." And they'll go off and make the movie. But because of the teaser that Dave directed and I produced, they allowed us to remain on the project, and Dave Parker was allowed to remain on as the director of The Hills Run Red, and I was able to be retained as a producer. This was an amazing story for us, this little tiny project that Dave and I, we worked on for a year and a half. Now it's been 2 years since we first were brought the original material, and here we are in Sofia, Bulgaria. We did a little effects test.
You know what?
I figured,
Next time, do it right so we can use the fake bat.
what?
Stop fucking around.
Oh, God. He's always doing this to me.
Oh.
No, batter me down. We did a little makeup effects test, and I wanted to see we've got blood in the head of the bat. So when Kincannon batters his wife to death, it looks real. So there's blood in here, and when you hit, the splatter pattern is very effective, and it looks like the director wants it to look.
Which is brutal.
And
Painful.
disgusting.
Painful. And disgusting.
Because
we
you
can't
really-
get more disgusting than what we did last night.
No.
It's just wrong.
Yeah, that was
We've
pretty.
done so many things that are just wrong in this movie.
But I think they capture a certain truth about the human condition.
A little mise en scène.
Yes, and all about, really, I think, degradation
It's lurid.
and lurid depravity really
The movie
has
is
something
really
to
just
say that's
lurid.
uplifting somehow.
It's just lurid.
Uplifting in a way that
The Bat Brothers. There we
that's
go.
us. It's day 13 of production. Giovanni will tell you. Here, everybody, take one. Have a hat. You too? There you go. Sure. Are you going to give it to somebody else on the crew?
Yeah.
Everybody get one? No one not get one? By the way, it should be known that the studio did not buy these, and the production company did not buy these. Dave and I bought these for the crew with our own money, our own lever. So,
Hey, thank you, man.
we're in the middle of making The Hills Run Red, and it's an amazing, amazing story, and I can't believe that we're here doing it. All right. Hi, I'm Robert Meyer Burnett, the producer of The Hills Run Red. Or, hi, I'm Robert Meyer Burnett, the producer of The Hills Run Red. Coming soon from Warner Premiere and Dark Castle Entertainment. The new film of unrelenting terror. Should I look at you or into the camera now? Hi, I'm Robert Meyer Burnett, the producer of the upcoming Warner Premiere Dark Castle Entertainment horror extravaganza, The Hills Run Red. Hi, I'm Robert Meyer Burnett. Hi, I'm Robert Meyer Burnett on location here in Sofia, Bulgaria, on the set of the upcoming Warner Premiere Dark Castle home entertainment title, The Hills Run Red. I don't think I said I was the producer.